So I found out about this bottomless pit way up on a mountain a number of years ago. It's always been on my list to go and try and explore it, but I never had the proper ingredients to do it until more recently. This past winter I got into rock climbing, so I now have 70 meters of rope in my possession, and I just quickly threw together this little lighted camera rig that I can put on the end of my rope and drop it down into the bottomless pit. So today's the day. It's finally gonna happen. Run some slings and a carabiner to fasten one end of the rope so I don't just drop it right down the pit. And a silky saw. I might need to cut like an extension pole that hangs over the center of the pit so the camera isn't hitting the walls. Well, away we go. Straight into some terrible bushwhacking right at the start. There is no trail to get up this mountain. Find out your own way. Looks like it's going to be like this for almost a kilometer. Then I can see some clearings on the satellite imagery. I just have to get through this part. So bad, so slippery too. You got to be careful. I have a straight line distance of about 4 kilometers up this mountain to reach the pit. But then there's the realistic distance. As you weave through a forest like this, you could easily double the distance. Making a decent amount of progress here. The worst part was right off the start there, just a jungle of deadfall to climb through. Getting into the first clearings now though, so should get better. The forest is slowly opening up into wider pastures here. Right within the next hour I should be in the Alpine Official. Takes about 1,500 meters of climbing total to reach the pit. It's right below a mountain summit. It's surprising it's way up there. And I searched the internet, I couldn't find any significant information on it, so who knows, there could be a whole cave system leading deep inside this mountain. It's getting colder and windier the higher I get, but maybe I'll emerge above the clouds and at least get some warmth off the sun today. This might be my last chance to find a good branch to hold the rope out from the side of the pit. Can't be too long, can't be too heavy. Can't be too rotten. See what we can do here. This one should work. It's even got a nice groove on this end that the rope can slide through. Once I got out there and felt the brunt of the wind chill, I was just in a rush to get things done, so I didn't use the tree branch to hold the rope out. It was probably too short anyways, so I just let the camera drag its way down. I just stuffed the rope in my backpack as quick as I could. It's probably all knotted up, but I didn't have it in me to stay up there any longer. I could feel that wind chill in my bones. It would have been nice to do a second drop from the high side of the pit, but it was all icy, and yeah, I didn't want to be up there any longer. I was frozen solid, but I'm excited to look at this footage and see maybe it's worth coming back up here in the summer for round 2. Hello. So I took a look at the footage. Maybe the camera hit bottom after 40 or 50 meters of rope, and then that snow kind of slanted down. It looked like it went around a corner. It's hard to say from the video whether or not that leads to a deeper cave system. Someone almost has to be willing to rappel down there and take a look firsthand. Definitely not going to be me. Claustrophobic caves like that are definitely not my thing, but all my years in the mountains, I've never seen anything like that. It seems like a really strange and unique and rare occurrence to have a bottomless pit like that way up at the top of a mountain. If I had to bet, I'd say that formed before the mountains even did, while it was still like down low and underneath water. Gonna have some fish tacos tonight. First I need to make a sauce, so I have some sour cream, mayo, juice of 1 lime, cilantro, chili powder, cumin, and oregano. So I've already beaten 1 egg in here, and now I'll put a half cup of flour, 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, and half teaspoon of baking powder, also some salt. So now the assembly line begins. I'll put the mahi in here first, and the egg. Dip it in here. Okay, then into the basket. So we're going to air fry the fish at 375 for about 15 minutes. Guys, turned out really good, really tasty. I think next time I would probably do like 10 minutes on the fish instead of 15. They're a little overcooked, but still really good. Yeah, when you put that much effort into battering and air frying fish, you want it to turn out spectacular, but that was just like kind of mediocre, to be honest. It was just like kind of dry and flavorless, and a lot of cleaning up behind the scenes too. Last night I just cooked some of that fish in the frying pan with some butter and spices, and it turned out so much better. It was just like juicy and flavorful. So if I was to do it again, especially in a van here with like limited electricity and ability to clean up after myself, I'd just do that. Yeah, this has been a really good book. I can't put it down. I've just been binging right through it. I like me a good adventure, and this one is really well told and very descriptive. Enjoying it a lot. I'll see if I can finish it off tonight or tomorrow. Well, if you clicked on this video for the bottomless pit and you're wondering what the heck is going on, this guy's making fish tacos and talking about a book now. We're kind of a van life variety channel here, and sometimes I seek out unique ideas that might appeal to different audiences. But if you're new here, a little bit about myself. I've been living in vans for over 6 years now, and I've been a full-time YouTube content creator since August 2019. It's been a pretty good gig for me, one that offers freedom, the ability to travel and be on my own schedule, and also the ability to express myself creatively a little bit, which can be a hard thing to find in a lot of workplaces nowadays that just expect you to be a cog in the machine. But yeah, you see across YouTube and with other van lifers, maybe it's just a phase or because it's trendy or a means to save money, but there's almost always a bigger dream involved of like owning property, a house, a cabin, a business, this or that. But for me, van life was the dream, to live a life of freedom based on adventures and experiences. And I also don't really find joy in owning a lot of stuff. Like, I just find it ties you down more. Like, this is everything I own. This is everything to my name. And if I don't use something, I'm either going to donate it or sell it. we also live in a unique time where the technology is available to live like this very comfortably, and also the planet has become so accessible. Like whatever you can possibly dream, there's probably some way to achieve it. So I like having that prospect on the table. So like having kids and raising a family has never appealed to me. For one, like it's a big commitment of time, money, responsibility, and probably having to stay in one spot. And also, I feel like there's more than enough humans on the planet already. Like we can relax. The planet has officially been conquered. Let's like leave some places wild, but I know that's not the way it works. Like for the economy to keep going, like things always have to be expanding. So also that makes it a unique time to be alive right now because we still do have some really good wilderness available, and the ability to go out and enjoy it. I mean, it's the best. But yeah, I think that's all I have to say for now. I was going to go out for a mountain summit today, but the weather didn't really align for it, so we'll save that for the next episode. So hope everyone is doing good. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.